Okay, the next part of this video is going to be the calculator portion that goes along with this problem. We're actually going to do this a couple times in a couple different ways. First thing is with your calculator, you're always going to start a new document. You're going to add a calculator page. And you're going to add a graph page. You're always going to have those. And you're going to check you should be in radian mode, which is the mode you want to be in. If you're not in radian mode, you're going to go to menu. Oh, you're going to go to Gears of War. We're going to default it to radian mode. You will not need degrees on the test. I set it at fixed 4, so I always have decimals. I'm in radian mode. I'm going to choose make. Whoa. I'm going to choose make default. And there we go. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is integrate this particular function right here. I'm going to do it a couple different ways. I'm going to do it right from the calculator page, menu. If you're not sure what to do on a problem, integrate or derivate. Just do one of the two. I'm going to integrate from 0 to 5 of 20 plus 15 sine fraction tool pi times over 6 dt, because I used the t in there. Hit enter. Control enter will give me the exact answer. I've got 153.4577. They wanted that to the nearest whole fish. So 153 is the right answer. I'll show you how I can get the answer a different way a second time here. For the next problem, it wanted me to do the integral. Menu, calculus integral. From 0 to 5 of 4 plus 2 to the 0.1 times t squared. You don't have to use the time sign, you just save you trouble later on. dt, I'll hit enter. So that's the value of that integral, but I want that divided by 1/5. I actually write it in 1/5. 2952 equals, that's divided by 5. And now, it didn't give me the decimals to do. If it doesn't tell you, it's to the thousandths place. 6.059 is the correct answer there. Okay, the next function asks me to look when the rate of change of the fish is 0. And the easiest way to do that is to graph it. I'm going to come over to the graphing page. Now, the only trick on graphing is you can't use t anymore because I'm going to the calculator. I have to use x. So I'm going to graph 20 plus 15 sine pi times x over 6. And that's an F1. And whenever I do that on a test, if I'm going to mark this, I'll write this as F1, because I can then reference F1 later in the question if I want. Tab, and 2, I'm going to put 4 plus 2 to the 0.1 times x. I'm going to hit enter. That's stored in F2. And now I want to find when the one function minus the other is equal to 0. So in F3, I'm going to do F1 of x minus F2 of x. And there's the graph of that function. And the other way to think about this is that if this is the rate of change of fish at all times, because the fish coming in minus fish coming out, the area under the curve, we would start at time 0, is the number of fish we have. So the area under the curve keeps increasing until this spot right here, and then the number of fish get less and less. So I need to know what that time is. So I'll hit menu, analyze graph 0. It asks me which graph. I'm going to click on the black graph. There we go. I go to the left of it. Oh. Analyze graphs. Oh, 0. To the left of it. Tap once. To the right of it. I had to pause for a second because something was wrong in my fur. I had squared on the... Let's see if I can focus that a little better. So I'm going to analyze graph 0. On the curve it was on. I went to the left and then to the right. Try it again. Menu 0. What's this curve? Left of it. Sorry, that took me a minute. I was missing a squared on one of my functions. So I graphed f1 minus f2. And I found the point that they intersect the x-axis at, or where the zeros were. I got those by going menu, analyze graph, and that shows the 0 function. And I found that value to be 6.2036, but they want that to the thousandth, so 6.204 would be the correct answer right there. And then the last part of the question asked me to find e prime of 5 minus L prime of 5. So I'm going to come back to the calculator page right here. And now there's a couple of ways I can do this. I now have those functions stored. E is in F1 and L is in F2. I could go menu, calculus, derivative at a point. The variable is x. I want to find the derivative at 5. And I can go the derivative of f1 of x minus var f2 of x. Hit enter. And I got an answer of negative 10.72. So this function is decreasing because e prime minus L prime at t equals 5 is negative. That's a great description of why it is. How do I know it's e prime? I have in the calculator right here. Well, f is e, so the derivative of f is e prime. That's how we get those answers there. So now you notice I left these other two blank up here. If you enter the function into the grapher, you don't have to retype it in. I could have gone menu, for the first one, calculus integral from 0 to 5 of f1 of x dx. The only trick is if you use it from the graph, you have to use the x values, and you'll see I'll get the same answer I got. So I got 153. And I could have done the same on the next problem, which would have been 1/5 times menu calculus integral var f2 from 0 to 5 var f2 of x dx. Same answer that I got before. Okay, big introduction to the problems. I know it was a lot of stuff. This is what we call the classic total of anything you have. Equals what you start with plus what you put in minus what you get out. I call it the start, sin, out problem. Start is a starting number. We started with 0 fish, so we didn't have to worry about that, and most of you will have to worry about it. Plus the integral of the rate coming in tells us the number of fish coming in, minus the integral of the rate coming out tells us the number of the fish coming out. Okay, hopefully the quality of this video is a little better. I shall post it, and I'll let you guys can let me know. Take care.